Guys, how you all doing? Welcome back again to another reaction video. Guys, we have this beautiful and amazing video in our midst. So the title of this video goes like this: Charlie Kirk put race batting academic in her place. Guys, I'm super sure you're going to love and enjoy every bit of this, so no further talk, let's dive into it and watch it out.
How to de-balkanize America, right? I think
sure.
I think these kind of the creation,
unless it's the Boy Scouts.
Well, but that's gender. Gender differences are completely important for formative reasons, sociological reasons.
Do you think that it's wrong to have international houses at these universities?
I don't love it. I'll be very honest. I don't.
Okay, well then that's consistent, and that's fine.
I think that if you come to America, I want you to try to participate in our attempt to be a multiracial republic, right? In the attempt. Like, I don't love the idea of hyphen America. I don't like this idea of Chinese American, Iranian American, African American. I want to try, albeit clumsy, to strive towards the idea that I'm an American. Like, I don't...
So I hear that, Charlie. And if I could just say this, I think this is such a crucial point. Part of, I think, why some Black people and other non-white people bristle a little bit at this idea that, you know, people like yourselves really want individuality and the ability to be your own person and not to be subsumed in stereotypes or groups or tribalism, is that the whole story, the whole narrative of advocating for yourself on the basis of your identity historically has been because by law, you weren't allowed to be an individual. By the Constitution, you were 3/5 of a person. By Jim Crow laws, you couldn't ride the same trains as whites or drink at the same water fountains. By redlining, you weren't allowed by law to live in the same neighborhoods as whites, or you at least weren't going to be granted a loan to be able to live in the same neighborhoods as whites. And many of those white neighborhoods had restrictive covenants in the lease that explicitly precluded Black people from living in those neighborhoods. And people wanted to be individuals. People wanted to be able to live where they wanted to live, go to school where they wanted to live, go to the hospital they wanted to go to, marry who they wanted to marry. And the literal laws of the United States of America said, no, you cannot do that. And so people started to advocate, okay, I'm Black and I don't have access to this privilege. I'm Asian and I don't have access to this. I'm Latino, I'm Chicano. And we had all of these movements to get people to be able to be individuals. So people bristle a little, I think, at this idea that the existence of advocacy along identity lines is to be balkanized. It's quite the opposite.
9 out of 13 states had abolished slavery by the Constitution. Northwest Ordinance had all new territories were free.
And what do you take from that? That America wasn't racist?
Not only that, we were the first country to abolish slavery, not just continue the practice of it. I mean, every other nation had slavery, including today. There's more slaves today than there were back then. Unfortunately, slavery is the norm, abolition is the exception, and America led the way.
Charlie, you have to understand, you're not an unintelligent person. You know that that's a logical fallacy.
Why?
If you and I both have kids, and we both start beating our kids at the same time, and we're ruthless, abusive parents, and you stop a year before I stop, that doesn't make us not ruthless, abusive parents.
So where in the Federalist Papers does it justify slavery?
Why does it matter that whether or not? No,
that's
Charlie,
the framework of our country.
No.
Guys, like, it was so nice watching them. Guys, I can't even remember when last I heard the word slavery. Like, is slavery still existing? Is it still existing? Because being a slave man or a slave woman, I think that would be the worst thing that can happen to any human being. So I don't even know if that slavery is still existing in some country. Guys, please let me know in the comment section if slavery is still existing, because I don't see no reason why they will tag someone as a slavery man or a slavery woman. Because to me, for God's sake, we are all one. We are all the same. We are all the same, irrespective of our different colors, different genders, different countries. I believe we are one, and the word slavery should be abolished, because those people that are called slavery, oh my God, guys, like, only God knows what they are being through. So for those people that are slavery, guys, only God knows what they have been through. Guys, have you ever witnessed when they say that someone is a slave? The suffering, the hardship, the intimidate, the that is, they don't even regard they don't regard these people as part of normal human being, as in they just discriminate them, that they are not even part of anything. They just use them to work. So I think the word slavery should be abolished. To me, that is if it's still existing. So I don't know if it's still existing or not. So guys, we all have our different perspective when it comes to the way of reasoning, the ways of thinking. We all have our different ways of reasoning. But talking about abusive parents, like guys, like most of the things that is going on in our country, you know, they started from home. They started from abusing parents, abusing father, abusing mother. And most of these children, guys, they grew up with this knowledge. They grew up seeing all those things. They started seeing it, and at that time, guys, these kids, they become so bitter. Yes, they become so bitter to the extent that they don't have joy, they don't have happiness. They would always love to, you know, to fight. Okay, so for abusive parents, guys, like every parents must try as much as possible to be in accordance, especially when they have started having kids. Guys, I'm so excited sharing this video with you, and I hope you guys enjoying this video a lot. Guys, you guys know that I would always appreciate and welcome all your beautiful comments. So let me know what to think about this video in the comment section, and I will really appreciate every bit of that. Okay, so guys, you stay tuned and see you all in my next video. Bye.